Well, we're joined now in the studio by Brian Coleman, the chairman of the London Fire Authority, and Matt Wrack, the leader of the Fire Brigade Union. Matt Wrack, the most dangerous night of the year in the capital, unquestionably, more fires than on a normal weekend. Reckless and cynical is no understatement, is it?
Well, we don't want to take any strike action in the fire service in London or anywhere else. Unfortunately, the clock is ticking on our members' contracts of employment. Mr Coleman and his fire authority have decided that they will dismiss 5,500 London firefighters. That's also reckless and irresponsible in our view. That's what has to be challenged. We don't want any strike. The strikes can be resolved, lift the sacking notices, and there won't be any industrial action whatsoever. You're
both here in the studio. You're prepared to kind of talk with each other, or with me at any rate. This is shadow boxing. Why not get down to it?
We've been talking about it for 5 years, and the matter has to be resolved. It's been resolved in the rest of the country. Actually, very similar tactics by fire authorities. We need these changes. Nobody's losing their job. Nobody's going to earn less money. Nobody's going to work for longer hours.
Well, you say it's been resolved elsewhere in the country, and that's very true, but not exactly on these terms, and not without industrial trouble.
Well, indeed. But we've offered compromise. Instead of a 12-12 shift pattern, go to 11-13. We're willing to have talks. At the moment, the FBU aren't. I understand their London Regional Committee has been locked in a meeting since 1 o'clock to decide its attitude to our invitation to further talks.
But are there proper negotiations between you in which he says he's offered, for example, not 12-hour night shifts and 12-hour day shifts, which is what they wanted originally, but 11-hour night shifts and 13-hour day shifts? Sounds a bit
We're
flexible.
happy to discuss all of those. We've also put at least 2 alternative proposals.
But then why aren't you?
We've put those proposals within negotiations. We're happy. We've never walked away from any negotiations. We've invited the fire service to negotiate time and time again. Our officials will be ready at any time between now and the strike on the 1st of November.
So the difficulty is, get the Joint Secretaries
Brian,
in?
The difficulty is Brian has been on the radio a week ago boasting that he is relaxed about sacking 5,500 London firefighters.
Well, hang on, I mean...
and drawing an analogy with Ronald Reagan sacking the air traffic controllers.
Matt, will you get the National Joint Secretaries in to negotiate?
The National Joint Secretaries are standing by. We're more than happy to have National
Joint
Secretaries.
So you'll agree to them to come in tomorrow?
If I get the taxis, will they get in?
We'll get in any time.
And where do you want to meet?
We'll meet wherever...
Where do you want to meet, Brian?
Fire Brigade headquarters.
Fire Brigade headquarters?
That can be done.
Is that a deal? What time could you meet?
We'll meet this evening, if
this
that's
evening? What time?
Yeah, I'm free, yes.
What time? 9 o'clock?
Absolutely.
We can meet any time, John.
Absolutely.
Are you going to meet tonight?
Well, that's in Mr Coleman's and Ron Dobson's hands. We've offered some...
Sorry, it's in your regional committees, which has been locked in.
What about just going in and saying, well, let's just go through all this and decide what we can agree?
Well, as you say, John, the point is that in other parts of the country we have negotiated an agreement. The difficulty with Mr Coleman's approach is they aren't willing to negotiate.
He's just said that he, Mr Coleman, will appear at the Fire Brigade headquarters at 9 o'clock tonight, is prepared to talk. What's the problem?
With all due respect, Mr Coleman isn't directly involved in those negotiations.
But he just offered to become directly involved.
Well, I think he'd have to check that with the Commissioner of the London Fire Brigade. I don't know if he intends to be directly involved. But we're happy to...
Have you overstepped your authority, Mr Coleman?
Oh, not something I do very often, not at all. The Fire Authority has been negotiating. The Mayor of London is quite prepared to negotiate. The talks have got nowhere. We've had to bring them to a head to resolve dispute in order that we can do more community fire safety work and make Londoners safer. That's the nub of this dispute.
Or is the nub for you money?
No, the nub is not money. Just one point. Our officials wrote to the Mayor of London 6 months ago. He's refused to even answer their questions, seeking a meeting with them.
But we're now in a crisis countdown to November the 5th. Mr Coleman has made the offer to get some talks going at 9 o'clock tonight in the fire headquarters.
I'm happy if that offer is confirmed by Mr Dobson.
I'm getting my camera down there now.
That's fine. We're happy to get.
No, I'm really serious. Yes. I didn't expect you to come in here and say we want to talk.
We've never walked away from.
You do want to talk tonight.
We do want to talk.
With the National Joint Secretaries.
Well, Brian, you'd have to confirm that of course, I can guarantee that the employees' side National Joint Secretary will be there. I don't think Mr Coleman can guarantee that the employers' side National Joint Secretary will be there.
Can you?
I have no idea, but I'm sure we can do it at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
9 o'clock? Well, let's slip it to 9 o'clock to give him time. Should we do that?
Well, you just fine.
Stand by. Great stuff. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. Peace in our time. Over to Katie now for more of today's main news at home and abroad.